lane. At least the Phoenix has an escape. It gets a little bit scary, maybe, arguably, against... Depends how fast this Skywrath is on with the fingers, so we will see. Either way, let's quickly introduce the teams. We've got CIS Rejects, headed by GoBlack, their captain on the Skywrath, Iceberg on that Queen of Pain, Afterlife playing the Earthshaker, 666 on the Huskar that I think everybody and their mother knew was coming, and Always Want to Fly on that Wyvern.
I don't know, I think we're just at next level, you know. The AA band is too ambiguous.
Oh, yeah. I was like, maybe it's an Alk, you know? That was because they have a bunch of heroes that you pop an Ags into, it seems decent.
Yeah, actually, Scarif acts as shit.
But nobody runs it. Nobody runs Alk Ag giving Alk anymore, which makes me sad. I call him Welfare Ag. Alk.
OG did it, I think. Right?
Oh, recently? Exciting.
We cast one of their games. Okay, actually no, I don't think it was us casting.
No, it wasn't us. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't. Yeah, you thought we were. Yeah.
To introduce Liquid, we've got Kuroki on his signature Rubik, Fata on the Windrunner, Jarak on the hero that isn't particularly good at running at people in the Phoenix.
What it is?
Control on the Darkseer and Matuman on the Gyrocopter.
It throws the balls at people, the fire spirits, which, by the way, I call both wisp spirits and fire. They're totally. They look like balls. They're little circles.
Yeah,
I mean, we also call IO spirits balls, so it's gonna be okay. Don't worry, I'm sure people watching will know what we're talking about.
Whatever you say. I'm sure it's not that hard.
I will say spirits half the time, but occasionally, if something gets panicky, you're gonna hear about Phoenix throwing balls. It's like he's a juggler, right? You know, he can juggle 4 balls, which is actually, it's actually really impressive. I can't even juggle 2 balls, so like juggling 3 was hard. Oh, did he get the?
No, it was
did not get the snipe.
Too early.
Yeah.
He does like 70 damage to the co-op, so value, right?
Yeah, not only that, especially as a support, I would actually say you're kind of okay with that, adding a bit of damage onto the co-op. Of course, you'd love to snipe the bounty rune, but maybe something that he hasn't practiced. And Pause Gaming plaguing us today for realsies.
Easiest thing to do. Yes, you can practice it 100 times, but the one time you do it in a professional match or a scrim, it's wrong. You're like, eh. I tried, team. I did best. Starting off with the typical lane mid, the Wyverns. Actually,
not doing what.
Be a problem.
Okay, there he goes. He's going to use the Octagon. This is fine too. I think it forces out the early wind run, and it's not the longest of cooldowns. I doubt Iceberg can take advantage of it, but you've done some work. You'll be happy to move elsewhere in a little bit. Huskar against the Darkseer. Huskar doesn't have the biggest of range, so he might actually have a bit of trouble early levels, but he should be able to get most of these last hits. He may just be deeper under his tower than he'd prefer, and Skywrath, one of the few solo heroes who can pretty much zone anybody. Although GoBlack is about to lose his clarity. Will the creep get there? Will it catch him? No, it won't. He's gonna be fine.
If I was playing that Skywrath, my clarity was gone for sure.
Yeah.
It actually isn't getting cancelled, so never mind. I guess I'm wrong.
Yeah, I forgot. I thought the creep was gonna attack him. But I thought the creep was gonna catch him and do some damage, but no such luck. Ranged creep not biased today.
He's actually gonna have quite a hard time because he'd go for the committed stay in the wave at level 1 to get level. He's being scared of what the Huskar and Scarif can do to him.
He's not wrong. At the same time, Earthshaker, he's got a bit of an easier way of blocking up the creeps, but then of course the hero isn't going to get the farm that we've got a nice little jump in by the Phoenix into a rocket barrage. Afterlife, I think this is going to be our first blood. 2 more auto attacks should do it, and Gyrocopter, Matamba Man, getting our first blood. And that's what we were discussing. You might have to worry about Huskar, but if you can just kind of avoid where he is, get kills elsewhere, you can certainly make business happen.
Yeah, get a head start on the hero. Impact on the game is a lot lower. If he gets the head start though, it's probably the best snowballing hero in the game. So
yes.
I think they just want to be careful. Like if Michael does the right thing, he'll play as passively as he can, try and give as little extra gold to the Huskar as possible, because he doesn't farm very fast. Lane creeps are his most economical way of getting money, and it's not that quick.
Yeah. So Fodder gonna take some more octagon harass, but just using that wind run, and Jerax is actually here invisibly. Maybe he can be a ping. Quap is left over Fodder. I don't know what Quap thought she was doing. She may go down here as well, but she's gonna actually end up killing out Fodder. Can they get the deny? Well played on Jerax, and here come the spirits. The fireball's coming out. Quap, she doesn't have another blink for 2 seconds, and she's gonna take a little bit of harass here. Other lost few fire spirits not connecting, but a bit of a misplay there, it feels like, from Iceberg, very willing to sacrifice the Wyvern to get a kill.
I guess it's worth it, right?
Well, it was a deny, so it's not.
Oh, it's still better that Fodder was like out the lane as opposed to him dying. So, at the end of the day, I think it's fine. He's gonna crow now, and lane's going like pretty even, 50-50 you'd expect.
Yeah.
The deny does make a big difference. Wrong.
And Jerax letting his courier go deep, his courier that is like a box of treasure. I'm not a hat master, so I don't know about these things, but the Phoenix, now I'm not an expert on the support Phoenix, you just roam around, you try to Icarus dive onto people, is the power shot, it's hard to land these, because they're super choreographed, but do you just Icarus dive onto people, throw your fire spirits at them?
Much. I think the main goal is getting levels. But Jerax is one of those supports that he likes to do what he's doing now. He's trying to secure runes, be really active around the map and put some pressure. Roki's doing the thing where he's getting the levels, which I think is fine because super level dependent this game. I think it's almost better that one get first as opposed to split it between the two. It's just unfortunate that Rubik with level 6 has huge impact, especially the earlier you get it. Phoenix again, getting egg off early, huge impact.
There are a lot of
less so than the Rubik though.
There are also a lot of things here that are really nice to steal for a Rubik. We already talked about how good it is. Just an Earthshaker almost makes the game worth it. But everything from Wyvern you're pretty happy to steal for your teammates and all. We have another Icarus dive onto life. He's going to be telekinesis, and this is a second death. There's no way out of this. 2 more auto attacks will finish it. Kuroki and Jerax actually taking quite a bit of damage. But with the tower aggro being on the creeps, they're going to be A-okay.
But when you like play against a real behind, he can steal spells so easily, and then he version of your hero, which is really scary. At least Shaker's gone for like the 1-1-1 build, so if Rubik somehow gets level 6 but Shaker gets level 4, it's quite possible if he dies again. He's at least not going to worry about giving up Fisher. So.
Yeah. And suddenly, Kuroki, higher level than the offlaner. This is something that can happen though. Earthshaker doesn't have the fallback mechanic that we're seeing Mind Control do. He can't really go to the jungle, and at the same time, they're definitely sacking arguably the bottom lane. This Huskarl's going to have a very early omelet, and not being contested in lane. Although, if they run a gank train on him, we have another go. TP out, Afterlife, not enough.
Really don't understand why he keeps going up here, and he keeps like not blocking the wave and playing so far up. They don't even have a lane ward, and they're getting the wraparounds on him. He needs to start playing a bit more safe. Or he just needs to not go there at all, and maybe pick up a smoke, go mid. Quap's gonna hit level 6 soon. Try and kill the Windrunner with the ultimate. Do something else instead of going to the lane again.
Yeah, and now they have a lane ward behind him. He's going back up here, as you said, needs to just fissure block the creep wave. But we've got TP rotations. Always Wanna Fly is coming as well. And instead, we had the TP out. They knew someone was there. Are they gonna spot this deep ward? Doesn't look like it. Splinter Blast just gonna fly out, be a little bit of harassment, and Kuroki gonna be fine in bottom lane. Gonna go there to pick up his level 6. I think he is gonna hit level 6 before the Earthshaker.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be before he hits level 4, but right, never mind. Jerax feeds, so Shaker gets his 4. Shame on you, Jerax.
What happened?
He died and gave the level 4.
No, just... Okay, just like, oh, we have an engagement in middle. There's gonna be a silence and a scream coming out, but Fodder, he is away, and the Sonic Wave not skilled on Queen of Pain yet. A nice shackle onto Iceberg, power shot latches as well. Here comes some more backup though, and just both sides kind of calmly getting away there. Although Phoenix taking a bit more damage,
so... That has to be a misclick, right? That's gonna be the ultimate. I've seen it done once or twice on purpose for like lane dominance, but I feel like getting the kill is just so much better.
Some people think often wait, and as you said, getting the kill can be really great, but some people like to hold it and not hold it even, assign it and then maybe get it at 7 or 8. We've definitely seen that before in some of our games. Unfortunately not paying out here because he has a different skill build. He's going to hit level 7 very soon, so he should be able to rectify it, and we have your favorite mechanic in the game. Somebody TP'd in, refilled Iceberg's bottle, helping him out immensely.
Just such a stupid mechanic. Like, it literally changed the game just on one TP, which should not happen. So just like, your support should be doing something around the map, right? They shouldn't feel obligated to just TP in and still be useful because they just died or something. They reward bad players almost, feel like.
Oh, a shackle shot onto Gold Black, and with focus fire, that is goodbye, Gold Black. Well played from the Windrunner. Fodder doing good work, and they've lost top tower as well, so lots of wins over the board for Liquid, and slowly but surely, despite the Huskar, I think, who is still topping the net worth chart, they're pulling ahead on Liquid.
As soon as this Huskar starts getting involved, so that's where the game gets really dangerous, and Liquid will have to choose their fights really wisely. If you fight into the Huskar and lose, you're just giving away so much, because A, he's gaining the gold from killing you, and B, you're losing gold for dying, but you're also not farming creeping at times, so it's like a loss. The more he gets ahead, the harder he is to fight. If they can manage to kill him a few times early, it'll be really impactful.
And Kuroki does hit level 6 supposed we have an engagement, a beautiful shackle between the two heroes, but there is still a sonic wave coming out, and now Fodder, he's gonna leave. There's actually another TP in, but Kuroki, right after hitting level 6, goes down, and now 666 thinking about using that life break onto a little baby bird. I guess Phoenix is a full-grown bird. Either way, 666, he's running at them like he has no chill. There is gonna be the life break, and the immediate Icarus dive away hasn't done too much damage. 666 walking it off. He's got 2 points in Berserker's blood, so he shouldn't take too much damage from mind control, and actually just turning around also takes the slow though, and here comes the pure damage from the Sunray, not hitting him though, but there's a Windrunner, and they get the shackle again. Cooldown gonna hit, and this might be enough damage despite the Berserker's blood, with Iceberg going down as well, and Kuroki getting himself Scream, although I'm not sure whether he wanted that more than Blink. At this point in time, I think he's okay with the Scream.
Yeah, that's a level 6 Rubik that can do like 500 damage just from nuke. So I think he was happy with that.
Yeah, it's hard to get the positioning off, but of course he might just use it to farm, getting himself closer and closer to that Blink that will make this hero even more impactful. And for the first fight of the Huskar, underwhelming from CIS Rejects.
At any point, going into like 4 heroes past the tower at 10 minutes is generally a bad idea. I'm also kind of surprised he opted to go on the Phoenix, because if he sees it coming, he can always like dive to his tier 2 and just stop it. I'm sure you might die as opposed to using it after the dive, but you put him in such a bad position. But
yeah,
working out anyway because he died and Jarek's lived, regardless.
Yeah.
More careful.
Now, Jarek, do you think he'll get his ult at level 6, or do you, as a support Phoenix, I can see maybe you want maxing out those fire spirits, or maybe some more pure damage for the Huskar with the Sunray? I'm not sure. I'm spitballing here.
Just go for ult 6.
And are you still trying to build a Midas, or are you like earn medallion weirdness Phoenix?
I think he might go for like one's that item, like a bracelet, just so he can cast all 3 spells. Don't have the mana to Spirit, Sunray, and Sun. Point, then go straight into the Midas, I think. Midas is just so valuable on that hero.
100%. It does feel like, or not does feel like, it's true that the egg basically drops off as the game progresses, and so you really need those levels so you can keep up, and you're already being put in a bad spot being a support Phoenix, although we'll see what Jarex can make of this. And Mind Control has just been in the jungle. He's finished up the mech. He's not farming awfully, especially considering that his lane down there, he didn't feel like he could go there without dying. But I'm waiting to see him do something, although for the lineup of Liquid, maybe they just sit back and let him farm until he's got a full mech Blink, maybe Guardian Grease if he's worried about that.
Now's a good time. Huskar just died, so he's slightly behind. All your cores are effective ahead. So I think they try to do something now. Maybe not like a full 5-on-5 or something, but definitely try and push the tower where the Huskar isn't, or take the fight to the Huskar with a smoke maybe. They're opting not to smoke, but they're definitely pushing up bottom, having the 2.
Yeah, maybe getting themselves another tier 3 for their troubles, so At the same time, Fodder is farming just fine in the mid lane. As we talked about, the Windrunner does take a while to get online, but having 2 kills and assist and an assist under his belt means that he's going to be doing decently. But now, as I say that, Fodder going down, there should be a couple more auto attacks. Gets the Windrunner off, might be able to walk it off, but here comes another concussive shot, and that means that, sorry, not the concussive shot, but there's more spells going on. We got a wind discard, and here comes Huskar 666 going on Marbaton, and you can't stand up to this. You're just a little gyrocopter at this point. 666 trying to run out there. They get a fissure off, and so 666 he's still trying to follow it, and yeah, all of them stunned up with a telekinesis, but you're pretty damn happy if you're a Huskar there, and just armlet toggling down to almost no health.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was just save your friend syndrome coming in again.
Dire's
About the Darkseer there, it's like, it's really hard to actually fight them. Trying to obviously save Fada. If the Darkseer was one who TP'd, it would have been fine. You just mech him up. He runs away, he doesn't die.
Yeah, and unfortunately...
Maybe TP was still on cooldown.
Yeah.
Going bottom.
With Matumba Man going down, it's... Again, as you said, you want the Huskar to be behind if you have any hope of dealing with him. So...
This is, like, the point of the game I always find with a Huskar. Done pretty well so far, like, he's not super far ahead. He only has 2 assists, 1 death, so he's not managed to get, like, any triple kills or anything stupid like that yet. You can see it happening if Liquid overstay, though.
Yeah, so 666 probably gonna just get up that helm, getting himself some more armor as well. After that, could be a Solar Crest, could be an AC.
Halberd as well, I think, is... I prefer Halberd. Windrunner generally won't go for BKB. If Gyro does go for BKB, it's so like, while you're a Gyro, you right click for like 100 damage. Yes.
Yeah, certainly all good options. Now, for Liquid, if they can hold out, I definitely think they have the late game. Huskar isn't exactly a hero who scales super well as it goes later.
It's mostly the buff that feels wrong to say that.
Dire's bottom tower has
Huskar is if he's ahead, he carries. He isn't. Yeah, so that's where the line is. Some weird gold deficit minutes where they're like 20-30k behind.
Oh, we have the initiation. Fodder is taking quite a bit of damage, but Iceberg manages to get away. There's a cooldown, but again, it's 666 coming in, and there's the leap, the dunk onto Kurok. He's gonna die even if he manages to finish the TP, and they've gotten 1. They also managed to kill the Phoenix elsewhere, and this gank, it was being set up by Liquid for quite a while there, completely whiffing.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
No, it's gonna probably mean the tier 1 as well, if they're confident enough to go, which I think they should be. Even sans the ultimate from Wyvern is good enough. Pop ulti is still up, and that's a huge deterrent. You should know that.
Yeah.
Dire's structures
So,
are fortified.
on the bottom lane, Matumba Man, I just keep saying his name because I definitely said it wrong there, earlier. A little embarrassing. Matumba Man just, yeah, I said like Matumba Baton or something.
I never heard it, so it never
I did.
happened.
It was like right after I said it, I was like, oh, 666, putting him in a dangerous position. We've seen this play before, but with so much support around, I doubt they'll manage to get the shackle shot off. You have to be careful with those cold embraces. I think especially an experienced team like Liquid is going to be very good. Oh, an Echo Slam! Surprise blink from Afterlife, and now Mind Control probably going to go down to Burning Spears. He also used his Soul Ring in the middle of that, just bringing him lower. I think he Soul Ring to get the mana for the mech, and it did not pay off. And Windrunner unable to get the deny either, so Fodder gonna go away unhappily, and I think the team fight's over, so we can look at the fight recap.
Okay, so just think about this now, right? Shaker, that you're laning
Radiant's bottom tower
3 times, and you're thinking this guy's obviously having a really bad time. 15-minute Arcane's blink for late.
Yeah, what happened is, after they pushed down this tower, basically he got to free farm, he kept the wave there, and it's something where the static farming with the natural gold you get, you can farm up quite a bit as long as you're not bothered, and he really wasn't involved in a lot of team fights for quite a while here.
That's honestly a really impressive buff. I guess for Huskar and Quap just making a lot of space in general, because their cores that you tend to think demand some
Radiant's
attention.
middle tower is under attack.
100%. Now, we've got a lot of gold saved up on Gyro. Do you think he's going for a BKB first? It's certainly one way to deal with Huskar. Although, Matumba Man himself about to be dealt with, and there is going to be a little bit of a slam. Is there going to be the dunk? There it is. And Matumba Man goes down.
no double dunk, sadly.
I think
Probably
double dunk
Roche.
was on cooldown, yeah.
Yeah, but you still want to see it every possibility,
No.
right?
You don't need double dunk. One dunk is enough. So easy Roshan, and this is just another thing that the Huskar is very good at doing, of course with the Berserker's Blood, and we already also have a... Where is it? Wyvern has the medallion. So for Liquid, I think the play here is just avoid the Huskar for maybe a few more team fights. Wait till Mind Control has up a Blink Dagger, and some other things that'll really make sure you win the team fight.
Radiant's top
I
tower
think it's
is
a
under
case of
attack.
A, as you said, avoid until you have your items, and then B, somehow manage to kill the 4 heroes from
Oh,
CIS.
Fodder is going down. A really nice egg though. They're not going to destroy this. Fodder does take the Sonic Wave. He doesn't manage to get the Shackle off, but the stun onto Iceberg, maybe saving his life. A Telekinesis as well. And Kuro stole the Sonic Wave because that's just how Kuro plays this hero.
To be fair, that was a pretty easy steal.
Yeah, Sonic Wave has a big cost backswing, I believe it's called, so it's not the easiest to cover.
Well, it's fairly easy to cover, but when you're stunned after you cast it, it's not that easy, right?
Yeah.
As much as I like seeing Rubik plays, there are some times where they just get a lot of unnecessary hype, and that was as simple as the steal as you could ask for on a stunned hero. But he uses it to good effect, gets a kill on Quap, so she's not too happy, but CIS probably don't mind too much.
66 is going for that Heaven's Hellblood you mentioned. Queen of Pain, Iceberg, going for an Orchid. It's not going to be the earliest of Orchids, just because of how the mid lane went, but I still think it's always a really good spell against the Windrunner, and heroes like Phoenix can't do anything against it.
Dire's structures
I think it's
are
not too bad this
fortified.
game actually, because the rest of the team makes up for the lack of fight that Pop's going to bring with an Orchid. Like you've got Huskar in the
Oh,
front line.
Matumba Man, he's going in, he's taking a Mystic Flare, but immediately gets mech'd up by Mind Control, and Matumba Man actually TPing out. Bit surprised he doesn't want to stay and fight, but knowing or thinking that the Huskar's nearby, we got a dunk onto Mind Control, a nice shackle onto Iceberg, but can she get off enough damage in this time? There's the blink away, and I think everything just gonna chillax. Fodder, he has a power shot, but I think with the bottling up and now with the heal, Iceberg's most likely not going down to that, although you could be a bit of a harassment jerk. If Fodder not going for it.
That was a really nice heads up Fisher. I actually really doubt he meant to hit the front, it was probably just the angle he was facing. Worked out really well, because I think his Quap definitely have died without that Fisher.
No, but now we have the leap in. Jerax, he does have the egg. He's instead using the pure damage. Another fissure stopping him from that Sunray, and Fodder silenced up. They've got the egg. It's kind of a zoning egg, but here comes Huskar. I don't know if he's soon enough to destroy this. He's going to get exploded on. Always want to fly. The Wyvern's gone down, and Jerax with that refresh, just Icarus dives away, and the shackle onto Huskar, slowing everything down. But they ping out Kuroki, and he might be the one to take a tumble for his team. The silence coming out, the fissure, the lost auto attack from Queen of Pain to finish it up.
I was actually like super scared for the Quap there, I didn't realise she had her Orchid yet, and she put Kuro and Sonic was like, you sure? It works out in the end.
Yeah.
So I was saying with the Quap, it's like, you have the Huskar in the front line, and that allows you to go for this item that punishes Liquid are going to need
Radiant's
to do to
bottom
get back into the
tower is
game.
under attack.
So it makes a lot of
Dire's
sense,
middle
despite
tower
it being
is
a lot
under
later
attack.
than you would like.
Yeah, and this Huskar, despite everything, Huskar's a hero who really needs to farm heroes, but even though he's gotten 5 kills, 5 kill involvements, pretty dang good, but maybe, he's also getting a lot of CS is what I'm trying to say. He's got pretty good GPM, which I'm really impressed by, 666, managing to stay up there on the net worth chart, and farm decently. Skywrath also getting closer and closer to his mechanism. I kind of wonder about this on the Skywrath. Yes, Guardian Greaves Skywrath will be good, but it's gonna be pretty late.
Yeah, you're right, well, it makes sense with the Huskar. He's
Radiant's
gonna get a lot of
bottom
like
tower is under attack.
fight/tower gold, I guess. That's the way he's getting the money for it.
Yeah.
It's quite
Radiant's
expensive.
top tower
The
is
other
under
nice
attack.
interaction that'll be coming out is, of
Dire's
course,
middle
Guardian
tower
Greaves. When
is
you're
under
below
attack.
20% health, I want to say,
Dire's
you get plus 15
structures
health
are
regen,
fortified.
plus 15 armor, which is certainly something Huskar would love, because, you know, he already doesn't have to worry about magic. He doesn't mind not having, oh, another fidget. Oh, wow, that was a Sonic Wave used just for Kuroki. It's a bit rude. But if it secures them, the
Dire's
tower,
middle
I think it's
is
worth
under
it.
attack.
I mean, they definitely had the kill without it, but
Dire's
sometimes
middle
it's
tower
just
has
in the
fallen.
moment. It's like safer to throw it out as opposed
Radiant's
to,
bottom
especially
tower
if they're not
is
looking
under
to fight
attack.
right now. They're looking to push out lanes.
And there can be the morale factor as well. You know, Skuroki stole it from him earlier. Maybe Iceberg saying, hey, I can give as good as it gets. So.
Yeah, definitely want to put him in his place. I told you earlier.
I don't think Kuroki is the type of player, though, who would tilt.
No, I think any captain can tilt if it's like team-based thing.
Yeah, just imagining he has a lot of experience with this, where Iceberg is certainly, I believe, the younger player. But neither here nor there, we have an Aghanims up on Windrunner. I'm expecting crit next, and this starts to make things scary for Huskar.
Yeah, but it's still quite far away, and when you have to take into account like the amount of armor he's gonna get, the evasion, being able to pop out on you in the first place, there's also like the cold embrace if he gets CC'd.
We've got a smoke rotation, and there is going to be a slam. Welcome to the jam. Here it comes. Actually, the silence out on fall, but the Mystic Flare blowing up on a wall vacuum. Can the egg explode? Afterlife is burning down. So is 666. If this egg explodes as well, I think they'll finally take out the rage boss that is Huskar, and he no longer has the Aegis. Can they turn it? Oh, the slow turn on the Sun Ray. He's going to start pounding into the people. Do they have the damage? He's slowed up by the balls for the Phoenix, and that is going to be a very dead Huskar. And suddenly, Liquid getting themselves back in control of this game. A big team fight for them, and a huge swing in their favor, especially considering that they were the Smokies. You know, they were getting smoked on. Wonderful team fight.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Mind
attack.
control just being a god on this hero. Single-handedly winning the team fight for his team.
Sometimes
you
you...
initiate into a Darkseer when things like that happen. Blink like several heroes forward, and then you
Radiant
realize, oh crap,
structures
there's
are
a Darkseer.
fortified.
We just
Yeah.
got 4-man backed.
So, a beautiful
Radiant's
play
middle
out of
tower
mind
is under
control, but the
attack.
rest of his team certainly helping. And I have to say, Jarex, I'm
Radiant's
really
middle
impressed with his
tower
play.
has fallen.
He constantly, I mean, it's obvious when you say
Radiant's
it, yes, you want to
bottom
get the
tower
Phoenix
is under
Spirits
attack.
onto Huskar. It slows his attack speed and basically invalidates is not the word, cancels out the Berserker's Blood. Maybe even worse than cancels out because of how much these things slow you. But at the same time, it's sometimes hard to do that in a fight with a lot going on, and he's also had great egg placement. None of his eggs have gone down, and the burn has killed people.
Yeah, he's not doing the normal thing that a lot of the Phoenix do, I think, where they just dive into the middle of the team fight and egg. Trying to place it more on the outskirts of the fight. So if CIS decide to fight into it, it's gonna pop off, and they might get one done, or they just have to retreat, and it lets Liquid either chase the kills, mop off, or it just gives them a flat reset. So he's being really smart with the eggs, and he's managed to get level 2 in the ultimate as well, which is harder to kill.
Really impressive considering that he is a support Phoenix. Taking a look over at the levels, he is doing pretty dang well, all things considered, and he is not going on Midas anytime soon. He's going to be picking up a Glimmer Cape, I think, just to make sure that he can save teammates from, you know, Echo Slam starts coming out, Glimmer Cape him up. Also, it helps with Huskar a lot, and as we talked about last game, having to buy sentries, we see Skywrath walking around with them, but hasn't finished his Mechnet. He's gonna have to drop one of his items for it, and so Wyvern might have a slot for it, but again, it's the same issue of as you start getting tankier, you don't want to have to worry about that life.
The only small thing with Phoenix
Dire's
is
bottom
the mana
tower
problems
has
can
fallen.
come in. You want to be using all of this stuff. Okay, he has charges right now though, so that won't be a problem if he needs to use them.
Yeah,
It's just something
the
to keep in mind.
Radiant's
The
middle
mana
tower is under
issues on
attack.
Phoenix are actually really devastating. It's something where you can't drop your whole toolkit at earlier levels without the stat gain. So,
They actually have double mana boots as well, so that helps a lot.
yeah. And it's going to be interesting to see whether he ever gets to the point where you can be building the Shiva's God Phoenix. Because once you're up there, not only does, of course, that aura still persist when the egg is up, it just means that you no longer really have to care about your mana issues.
You got Radiance instead of Shiva's. Who cares about the mana? You just yell at your team boots to get Radiance. Go go.
It's not as silly as it used to be with the added evasion.
Is it not? Surely
what-
the evasion from Radiance is... I was kind of joking, but it's a totally legitimate item. I'd rather see Shiva's, don't get me wrong. Get some Phoenix is fun.
Yeah, no, as I said, it's probably not something we're gonna see here just because this is a support Phoenix. If he gets it, this means his game has gone super late, but I'm just saying it's not as... It used to be kind of a like, hoo-hoo, ha-ha, you went Radiance on Phoenix, and now it's like, just hoo-hoo. And no ha-ha. I don't know what point I was making with that, but we've got always wanna fly, chillaxing in the pit. We're gonna be seeing, Jirax and Silence Dart, also an Echo Slam, but on the sidelines they've caught Huskar stuck up on the high ground, but Mind Control's gonna pay with his life, and with 2 down, can Liquid do anything? And of course 666, not the guy you wanna get on the high ground, because he just leaps down. Oh, but they're pushing their base in the meantime. We got the rest of Liquid saying, you take Roshan, we'll work on your tier 3s, except Fodder. There's a slow coming out. Afterlife actually going to be in a spot of trouble, forced off into the high ground to get away, but he's still going to take a missile, and I think all of this fight just gonna... Yeah, everybody TPing out to safety. So they actually get bottom tower. Not quite sure if you folks saw that. This bottom tower is almost gone, and while Roshan's certainly a powerful asset, if Liquid is feeling comfortable with just split pushing the map, that tower's gonna be gone next split push.
Yeah, that's nice heads up from Timberman and Fada, knowing that I think they just collectively decided we're gonna try for the like, maybe we can get like back to the high ground and then Phoenix like exits on the upper high ground, and maybe it goes well. Maybe we get an Aegis steal, or at least kill a few of them while we try and split push. Which I think is the way to deal with CIS right now. Team fighting isn't split pushing.
Yep, we've got an engagement. They're not going to see Fodder, so he's going to get out. He also just killed off the Earthshaker while we were chatting away. Solar Crest finished on the Wyvern. Oh goodness.
Brokey.
I have no idea where that happened. Okay, there we go. Iceberg getting a pick off there. I was going to discuss how Wyvern... I'm more of a fan of the Blink Dagger, and Matumberman and Wyvern about to say hello. Matumberman just gonna drop the cooldown and always wanna fly, doesn't have a way out of this. This is just a slow, inevitable death. Also gonna use that Rocket Barrage. Oh yeah, Arctic Burn not on cooldown yet. Even speeding up his own death by popping that Solar Crest, arguably.
Nice pick off. I think the Solar Crest with Huskar is so much better than getting the Blink. Fits into the strategy. Yeah, if you're... Sorry, not an armlet, a halberd. The evasions, or if there's like huge diminishing returns, I'm sure it's dumb. But it's still something, and the armor is very important against a Windrunner.
Yeah, and as you said, you can always maybe pop it on the Windrunner as well. Mind Control, again, caught maybe not in the best of spots. He needs his Blink to come off cooldown, but now he can't use it. He's stunned out. He's gotten rid of the silence, but can he fight here? A shackle onto Gold Life, and he's dropped a wall. Where's the vacuum? Doesn't manage to get it off. Can Fodder follow up on this? They've got... Oh, goodness. Why did the shop open there? We're going to see if he can catch anyone, but he's not going to find Afterlife, and... Really frustrating there, probably, for Fodder, wanting to help out his bro.
I think team knew where the... who was it that TP'd out? Was the...
Oh, it was the Earthshaker.
Pretty sure his team knew where he went. Fadek's just probably looking for the big kill. It's a shame, because I felt like he should have been able to pick the Shaker up there. Have at least been something to avenge Mind Control. I want a bit more than just a Scarab.
Now, Huskar roaming around with the Ice Armor creep, also with the DD. He hasn't shown what's up next, although the courier may be rocking a full BKB. What's he got?
Yep, you are correct.
Yeah, and a gem coming out probably to... okay, actually a gem onto Earthshaker. Wasn't really expecting the Earthshaker, although that makes a lot of sense. He's a bit tankier than the Wyvern, even though the Wyvern gets to have the flying vision occasionally. And Queen of Pain also looking to make a BKB.
This is just the point where they're trying to take control of the map, get as much of Liquid's vision off the board, and it makes it easier for them to choke them out and push a bit. Doing the right thing though, they've got all their heroes at the moment in 2 different lanes, trying to Drax CIS aren't pushing.
And yeah, they're just going to continue with a little bit of this push down on Liquid on the bottom with mid. It looks like CIS Rejects thinking about coming home. And Huskar maybe hoping to find someone to just continue farming. He's got the BKB, and I wonder how much that can help him. But we have an engagement. If they can catch out, it's just a Gold Black. He's going to go down. Mystic Flare doing some damage, but Gold Black, it's nice to have him dead. It's not the biggest of kills, and this is a really strange ward, although it can help a lot at nighttime.
Just presuming the high ground push was and also not knowing the gem was up most likely, so it just gives you vision so you can see like the back line.
Yep.
Huskars on the team gonna sit on the high ground here. You're not gonna be able to get past him without vision.
And it's something where
the back line is.
Sometimes heroes, because they're in the backline, as you said, they're maybe not as worried about grouping up if they don't realize there's a ward down there, and so you might be able to get up a big vacuum or something.
Exactly. And Kuroki's managed to steal Sonic Wave again. This is level 3, there's a blink. Thing that could kill the Huskar for sure. It's hard for him to drop low though, because he's getting like 20% HP with the armlet toggles constantly. If you can manage to drop him with a focus fire, then definitely finish.
The Aghanim's up from Iceberg. As we said, we got a bunch of blink daggers flying out. Hopefully, oh goodness, Afterlife working on fodder, and with the Sonic Wave, that is one dead redhead. So, fodder going down in the top lane. Can 666 make some more happen in mid? Oh goodness, this thing looks really funky when it's on fire.
The golem.
Yeah, the golem. It had like stripes. It looked like a tiger. A white tiger.
Tiger golem.
Tiger golem. Where is my tiger golem?
Animal.
Yeah. Very strong. You can necromancer it from level 5, folks. Anyway, moving right along, we have the high ground push that you talked about. They need to deter this. They'd really prefer not to use the buyback on the Windrunner, of course, but she is integral to this fight, being the physical damage, and 666, he's getting ready to be up on their high ground, getting rid of their wards as well. Matumba Man coming in. Oh, Matumba Man. Oh, mind control. What happened? He didn't go for it. Wait, he was silenced off to the fact they got the Winter's Curse as well. Everybody's locked up. Iceberg getting ready. There's a Sonic Wave, and suddenly the lines of Liquid falling, and this might be the first egg that actually explodes, and goodbye, Derax. Mind control also. He's gonna die from the Skywrath, and I think this could just be a tier 3, maybe even a lane of Rax. What's going on? Fodder, he's got a haste. He's trying to run around and do some good work, but it is not enough, and physical damage doesn't matter against Cold Embrace. The Echo Glint's over trying to work on Iceberg, but he's silenced up, and is he going down again? He didn't. Oh my goodness, he died back there, and now Matumba Man, he also has bought back here. No, he hasn't bought back. He managed to get out of the lost engagement. He's trying to use the rocket barrage, but it does nothing. He does have buyback. Let's see what they can pound out, and again, saving him. A 666 with the Cold Embrace. They still haven't gotten the objectives though, and maybe Matumba Man with a cooldown can zone them, but it is rough. Iceberg I don't think is caring about a lot of this damage, and 666 isn't going to care about your magical damage, and here they go. Range Drax is going to be the first line of attack, easier to take down, less armor, less health, and now they're going on the melee. Have Liquid just thrown this series? Oh, finally the wall back. No, with the wall mind control was on cooldown. I forgot. Oh goodness, this team fight going disastrously wrong. Mind control man is just a Guardian Greaves, but he's gonna burn out. And now 666, he's working on it. He's going in. When did the wall get last used?
They used
it when they initially went, I think. Or like.
No, it can't have been. It lost so long. It's 100-second cooldown. They used it 80 seconds ago.
I'm pretty sure they used it here when he went for the jump.
Okay, well that
got wiped.
I don't know what to say. I don't know how Liquid gets back into this, but they're about to be 1, maybe 2 racks down. Echo Slam, and this Matumba Man, he's going in. He's got his BKB. Maybe he can do something here. Fodder is back up, but he's completely silenced. He needs some help. And Matumba Man taking too much damage. Sonic Wave and the dunk. And now Fodder, he needs to do something to someone, but they're all BKB'd. Where is the Shackle of Dreams? He's throwing it. It doesn't latch, and 666 just gonna take it. Matumba Man using that. Oh, not Matumba Man. Fodder using the runaway. I don't know how they get away with not losing a Rax. If anything, it's rapier time, but I don't know if they'll be in this game till then.
That's just how Huskar wins games. Timberman opted to TP home instead of doing the split push. Try and delay, they just get jumped. And keep trying to fight because they have no other option at that point. Like that one indecision just changes the game on its head.
Yeah. And suddenly we're seeing the tier 4s going down for Liquid. They're still going in. Whoa, vacuum. Sonic Wave stolen from Kuroki. Finally, they kill off the Skywrath. Iceberg looking like he's dying on the other lines, but Huskar, Iceberg still doesn't go down, and Huskar's getting ready. He's like, hey, Fodder, I see you there. Can Fodder do anything? He doesn't even get the snipe off on the Queen of Pain, and here comes, no, 666 doesn't end up going for the dunk. Fodder is in the wind run, so maybe he can set something up. There is a Shackle here somewhere, but they get the stun onto Jerax and the silence, and the Shackle, it latches, but what are you gonna do? Kill off a Wyvern? That's not the
Dire's
goal,
middle
and so
tower
the
is
blink
under
away
attack.
from fodder. I think they're
Dire's
just getting
middle
kills
tower
while
is
they can, and I think unfortunately this is GG for Liquid. It looks like CIS Rejects, looking strong, have taken the
Dire's
set.
ancient
They're trying to kill
is
off
under
Afterlife,
attack.
and there is their GG
Radiant
call.
victory.
I'm not really sure how I feel about that. Obviously, when the Huskar was last pick, I'm guessing Liquid thought they had their bases covered by Windrunner, maybe the teamfight aspect. They had that one really good teamfight mid with it, which I felt turned the game on its head and completely stunted CIS's